spring been like so far for you, and what's been your focus going through?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. I think spring's always big learning experience, kind of figuring out what team you're going to be for the upcoming fall. So it's been good. I mean, been playing with effort, flying around. And I guess that's really all you can ask for right now.
What have you learned the expectations are playing for Brian McClendon?
Coach McClendon is very demanding. He's gonna let you know what he wants you to do and how he wants you to do it. So I mean, he's been awesome. He's taught us so much in the short time he's been here. So I'm grateful that we were able to get him, and he's been an awesome pickup.
How do you feel like having another camping season can elevate the chemistry and kind of the production out there?
You said another camp? Another camp
season.
I mean, it's good always to be able to get those extra reps and kind of build that chemistry more and more. It's always a good experience. So, I mean, to be able to have him back and coming off a national championship, he has so much confidence, and we have so much confidence in him too. So, I mean, it's an exciting time.
Yeah, Kirby said you're the type of guy that he wants on his team. You're a model of consistency. You come to work every day. I guess one, to hear him say that about you, what does that mean? And two, just where does that sort of consistency mindset come from for you?
I mean, anytime you can get a compliment from Coach Smart, it's a good one. So it's good though. I mean, that's just kind of how I approach it. Kind of go out there and head down, grind, and do what they ask me to do. So I feel like that's kind of how I've always approached it and how I'll continue to approach it. So.
How has A.D. Mitchell been looking so far, and have you seen any significant improvements from his freshman season compared to his sophomore season?
A.D.'s phenomenal. I mean, y'all have seen it since his freshman year last year, the numbers he put up and the way he was able to get open. So, I mean, the growth that he's made from the end of the season to now, it's really crazy because, I mean, how good he was last year to how far he's come now. He's going to be something special.
How was this Saturday for you as a receiving core? I mean, you was a scrimmage, you had the pads on. Like, how did it feel for you, and how do you think it felt for others?
Oh yeah, it was a good time when we went out there, flew around, had good effort, and I mean that's really all they ask for us in the scrimmage. We know it's not going to be perfect. We know everybody's not going to do the right thing all the time. So just go out there, have fun, make plays when they throw it to you, and fly around. And that's really all they expect of us and want us to do, and the rest will take care of itself.
Lad, how much? A couple questions. One, how much weight have you gained since you got to Georgia? One, and two, it strikes me that you've kind of always been a leader in athletics. What are some of your keys? Looks like you're evolving into one of these team leaders that Coach Smart's talked about.
Weight since like my freshman year.
Yeah, when you first got it, your first time.
Probably like 20 pounds, maybe a little bit more, somewhere around there. So it's been a good jump. I couldn't do it without our nutritionists and weight staff. So they make it easy to gain weight or lose weight, whatever you're trying to do. So thankful for them. And then, yeah, leaders. I mean, we had so many good leaders leave last year, and they kind of showed us the ropes and showed us how to do it. So being able to just kind of follow and model in those guys' footsteps, I feel like that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what your impressions have been of Dominic Blaylock. It really seems like this is probably the first time since you've been here anyway that he's been healthy and able to fully participate and show his talents.
Yeah. I mean, Dom's come such a long way, and I mean, I feel like he's really getting his confidence back and being able to get back there and be the actual Dom Blaylock. And I mean, y'all saw it his freshman year. Y'all know how good he is and how much of an impact he can make. So, and I can only see him growing through this spring and in fall camp, and I see him having a big year also.
What about guys like Jackson Meeks and Dalen Morrison?
Oh yeah, I mean they're coming along too. I mean, Denylin, it's a learning process when you first get here, so it's really hard. You're kind of trying to figure out what to do, and you don't really have, you can't really play full speed until you learn how to do it. So I think his biggest thing is just learning everything, and then it'll come. He's an awesome athlete, and then Jackson from last year to this year, he's made such an improvement. I mean, just the way he's shaped into his body and his route running, he's going to be a great player too.
What are this year's receiving group's strengths overall, and kind of where do you see yourself within that, and what do you bring to that?
What are our strengths? I would just say we're just a bunch of guys that are going to go out there and play hard and give it our all every time. So, and when the ball's thrown at us, Coach B-Mac says you can make every play. If it's around you, go catch it. It don't matter what happens. So I feel like that's kind of our strength. Is just go out there and make plays, and the rest will take care of itself.
That mindset of keeping your head down that you mentioned, how much do you think that led to you making the impact you did last year? Because at this time last spring, not a lot of us knew who you were, and it didn't really seem like you would have a huge role last fall. So that mindset of keeping your head down, how much did that last fall, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that made a big impact, and I really think it's a big impact for anybody that wants to play. I mean, nothing's given around here, so I mean, Coach Marr talks about you gotta earn everything. So I feel like that's anybody's shoes, not just me. Anybody that's played, you gotta earn it and go out there and prove you can do it in practice, and then transfer it over to the games.
Vlad, what was that experience like last season? I mean, getting to play that kind of role and being able to make plays like you did throughout the year.
It was awesome. I mean, coming off my freshman year not really playing, and it was definitely a little nerve-wracking at the beginning, but it was awesome once I settled in and kind of figured it out and got my rhythm going. It was a great time. So I'm so glad we could do it, and win the national championship just kind of topped it off.
Vlad, what are you seeing on the cornerback spot opposite Keeley with Kendrick now not here anymore?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of those guys are rotating in. I mean, kind of younger guys that were here last year, and even some older guys that are kind of flipping around trying to fill that position. So I mean, they're doing a great job, and I know they're going to continue to get better and better every day. So.
What's your impression of Brett Thorson? Podlesny told us a few minutes ago that he calls a chicken sandwich a burger. What's kind of your whole take on him?
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I mean, just kind of to have him around and just the way he kind of talks and everything, it's funny honestly. So, but he's a great guy, so it's good. And I mean, he's got an awesome leg, obviously, or we wouldn't have recruited him. So it's cool having him around. Though he's an awesome guy.
Vlad, I want to ask you about another freshman, Chandler Smith. Just what have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, I mean they're all great. I mean, all the freshmen really came in and had the same mindset. I mean, they're trying to get on the field and take people's positions that have been playing. So, I mean, they're coming in and working hard and putting their head down and grinding just like all of us. So, they've made great strides, and I'm excited to see how they go going forward.
Got time for 2 more questions for Vlad.
Vlad, as you look back to your redshirt year coming in with Coach Monken, how important, how critical was that time to learn what his offense was all about?
Yeah, I think it was a good time. I mean, we all kind of came in together. We had like 5 or 6 receivers come in at the same time Coach Monken did. So to be able to kind of learn his offense and everyone learn at the same time and build that chemistry, I think it was great.
Can you break down Carson and Brock, what you've seen from them in terms of their progress this spring, and catching passes from them, what's different about it?
Oh yeah, I mean they made huge strides already, kind of building that confidence and learning the system and having another year under their belt, and that's always great. So, I mean, just the way that they approach the game and their arm strength, the way they can move and get around in the pocket. We have so many quarterbacks that go out and contribute and play at a high level. So, all those guys really are very talented, and I'm so glad we have all 4 of them.
All right, thank you, Vlad.